Hello, every people out there on the World Wide Web. I am Ray. This is sort of gonna be a video diary of sorts, because I was talking to a friend on TikTok Live a couple, nights ago, a couple weeks ago. I don't know, I've lost track of time. And they were like, you should start a podcast. And I was like, hey, I don't want to have a podcast. I'll have a video diary, though. So this is what that is. I don't really know what I'm gonna end up talking about for the majority of this stuff. I've always, kind of wanted to have one of these, but, I've been like, no, I'm not that well-spoken, and I'm really not, but I think one of the best ways to remedy that might be to just do it, and, I don't really want to watch these back, to be completely 100% honest and real to the bone with you, but maybe I will, just to see, stuff like that. If I say 8 billion times in a video, we gotta cut that off. First of all, this isn't a bowl cut, this is a bob, okay? Edna mode realness. Okay? I don't want to hear it. Hey, it's the start of October. It is October 1st, 2025 when I am filming this. Hey, fanfiction, alright? Guys, wake up. Wake up, hop on AO3, get on Wattpad. Fanfiction.net if that's what you're into. Yeah, it's all things Tober. Me personally, I'm big into Wumptober. And if you don't know what that means, it's basically your favorite character going through hell. And hey, I'm up for it. That's the kind of thing I like to read. You know, when I've had a really rough day, sometimes all I want to read, and you know what, sometimes I could just turn on the show. Maybe that's enough. But I do want to read about Will Graham having not the time of his life. I was gonna say that. The opposite of the time of his life. Alright? I got so many freaking thoughts. See, this is gonna be a recurring theme, I think. I'm gonna have to start making, plans for these. Like topic layouts. Because I need to talk slower. Because I feel like when I watch, videos of myself talking back, I sound so rambly, and I don't really like that. Videos, okay, wait. Idea. So some of the people that I was watching back in January, when the whole, one-day TikTok ban thing happened, not even, couple hours, I was like, you know what? I don't even want to have TikTok like that. So I just freaking deleted it. Just I quit. Cold turkey. I'm done. I'm off. Obviously I'm not anymore. But I completely dropped that, and it was that whole thing where you couldn't even get TikTok back installed on your phone for a while. And I did the same thing with CapCut, which I was so mad at myself for, because I actually use CapCut. I'm a CapCut editor, unfortunately. Hey, I'm trying to quit that too. But I don't want to freaking learn, Video Star or anything. I don't know. But, so, I stopped using TikTok, and then I was like, I need to fix my attention span. And that was honestly a really good idea, because I feel like I've gotten better now. But, yeah. I watched a lot of video diaries, and started listening to a couple podcasts, okay? But, not the bad ones, okay? Not the shitty ones. Because I don't want that in my cerebrum. But but a personal favorite of mine, and it's not even really a podcast, this is the kind of thing that I want to have, though. Like what Ethel Kane has on her, what my goat does, on her YouTube channel, where she just kind of, posts her talking, and goes through, her collections and shit. Oh my god. That kind of thing is just so, I hold it so dear to my heart. I love things like that, and there are so many, individual videos like that I've just watched. Amazing. I also love, Ozzy Zone. Proud Bibble Bonk Squonkuli. Shout out to Ozzy if you end up watching this somehow magically, majestically. So things like that are really what's been inspiring me. Be like, yeah, I should do that. Dang, I look like I don't have lips right now, but that's okay. Right, that's okay with all of you? Cool. This is probably gonna be a short first video, and this quality is shit. I'm recording on my iPad, but hey, you all appreciate it. Is this camp? Is this retro looking? I actually don't know. Yeah, and I remember when I would, like, watch those things, there were some girls that were, like, super, like, and I love them, super, like, fancy with it. Not fancy, because they didn't have, like, good equipment, like, intentionally kind of, like, bad quality material. Not material. And whatever, you know what I mean. Like, cameras and shit. But then that was just more things that I was gonna have to buy, and you know what? I already have an iPad, so that's what you're getting. If I were fancy, I would be recording on one of them, like hand crank, not hand crank, like camcorders. I would be setting that up over there somewhere, and I would be filming off that, and it would look really cool and niche, and I would look awesome. But no, you get iPad. Yeah. I guess we're gonna see what this ends up becoming. I know that I really want to talk about just, like, my interests, because I, like, all the freaking time, I, like, force my friends to watch, like, I have 2 people right now that I have started Hannibal, but man, I don't want to force them to watch that. Like, and sometimes it's like a thing, you know, when you kind of introduce somebody to something, but you're like, but don't get too into it. Like, this is my thing. I'm that kind of, like, protective over my interests, though. And my friends haven't really done anything like that, where they're like, well, this is my thing now. But, like, I get that way over characters, too. Like, if you're watching this and you knew me in my Umbrella Academy phase, oh lord. Oh lord. And we don't have to talk about it, alright? I was deep in the 5 Hargreaves analysis trenches, okay? I was in it. I was in the war. And I don't want to talk about what happened August 8th, 2024, okay? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to know. Do I want to know? No. I don't. Yeah. This is just gonna be a place for me to dump everything that's in my head that's rattling around. I'm going to be more organized, I think, in future episodes, installations, journals. What am I gonna call these? Episodes? I don't know. I don't care. Entries. I think entries. Entries is good, because this is a video diary, okay? You do diary entries. This is an entry. This is entry 1. And I'll probably come up with, like, cool names. Oh my god, I need to finish my short story. Oh. I'm in a creative writing class, which I love, but I'm making it kind of like, I want my whole portfolio for that. So I first took this class sophomore year, like 2nd semester, and that was the class where I came up with my current original characters, Juno, Sylvia, Roy, Oscar, and Lynn. Juno's, like, my main one, and her name is spelled like the Alaskan city. And it was right before that next summer I was going to be going to Alaska with my summer camp, and it was just, like, a whole thing. But my current, like, my upcoming creative writing portfolio is going to be based all around those characters. And we're, for some reason, like, the order of, like, projects that we do in that class now are, like, different. So we started with a vignette, which that's the same. But now we're starting next with a short story, and that seems kind of like crazy to me. But whatever, I don't care. It is kind of just like a big thing to like first thing do. I think that our, and I keep calling it first assignment. The real first assignment is a vignette, which is just like a little, like a page about a story from your life. But your real first assignment is like sophomore year. I'm pretty sure that it was just like a poem or something, or like a little book of poetry, which that could to some people also sound like a lot, but I don't know, I feel like it's easier to get just a poem out than to write on a short story, work on a short story. I mean, I don't know, but I'm better suited to writing short stories and novel writing than poetry, just because like I'm not good at rhyming. And I know rhyming isn't like a necessity for poetry, but it's a pretty big part of it. And I always pull up rhyme. I always end up pulling up the website Rhyme Zone. And if you've ever used Rhyme Zone, you know that it's really basic, and I don't really like that. And it also just like freaking reuses words. It's like annoying. I don't like it, but whatever. Sometimes I get into a flow state where I'm like actually doing it and I can write poetry, but that doesn't happen very often. That happens when I pick up the pen, aka Google Docs, at like 3 a.m, and I'm like, I just randomly decide to lock in. And it never comes out, like, actually good. Like, by the morning, I go back to read it, and I'm like, damn, this is kind of ass. But, and the last night, I was, like, in my head, I was like, yeah, man, I gotta put chords to this. This is going on Spotify. No, it's not. That's never seeing the light of day. Dude, put it down. But, yep. This is going to end up being a lot, probably about, like, I'm probably gonna rant a little bit about my own, like, what's going on with me. I'm gonna be talking about Hannibal NBC. I saw the TV Glow / We're All Going to the World's Fair. Anything by Jane Schoenbrunn. Hey, that's my goat. Twin Peaks, David Lynch, such as. Yep. Ray out.